Brian here again. Okay, so we are up to step 2 in your on your training page, and that is setting up your autoresponder in LeadsLeap. So the name of the autoresponder that LeadsLeap uses is called Sendsteed, and that's what we're going to do now. So if you scroll down here, you'll see the autoresponder email series list share code. So we're going to copy that. Then we're going to go back to LeadsLeap. I just need to save some work that was there. Yep. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're in LeadsLeap. We need to come down to email series or list manager. You can do one or two things actually. You can either go into list manager and find your list that you uploaded, the QuickStart client funnel, and then click on the double envelopes there and follow the process. Or the easiest, another way is you click on email series. You find the funnel, the QuickStart funnel. Now, remember from the previous video, I called mine dummy. So that's the one we're going to go, and we come over to, don't worry about this here, this will get overridden. I mean to take that out. So you find the name of your funnel, the QuickStart client funnel, you click on import, you click on the share code, you paste the share code into there, you click on replace all existing episodes. You won't have any, but I have, so I need to do that. And yes, we do need to include a welcome email because there is one. So paste the share code into here and click on the top 2 radio buttons, then click import now. Now, a bit like uploading some of the lead capture pages and splash pages, etc., there are some links within these emails that we need to change. I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up because it's easier. So the first one is your name. So to send your name in there, I'm just going to put in a false name here, just so I can show you how this all works. So you put your name in there, your email address. So I'll put in a different one. So your best email address, probably the best one is like the one that you signed up to LeadsLeap with, and all the other programs as well. Now your next steps LeadsLeap page link. Now I'll show you where you get this from. You go back into LeadsLeap, you scroll down to Page Manager. Now remember, we are looking for your next steps page link. So we go down to QuickStart Client Funnel, Next Steps, and this is a dummy one, so that's the one that we would need, and that is the link. One of these 2 links here. They're both basically the same, except one's if you're at the free membership level, and the bottom one is if you are a pro member. They will take you to the same place. So we copy that link, we go back to the replacer, and we paste that in there. Okay, the next one is, it's the same one except we need to add email 1 at the end. You can see it's got email 1 at the end, and the reason for this is that in the second email that we sent out, the first email after the welcome email, the same link appears again. But what we want to do is we want to track within LeadsLeap whether they come from the original email or from the follow-up, the first follow-up email. Okay, so we paste that in there again, and then this time we simply add email 1 after the link. Alright, now if you go up a bit further, you'll see next steps, it appears here again, email 2. So we paste that in there and put email 2, email 3, and the last one, email 4, and email 5. Okay, so quite simple, and I'll show you what this will do in a minute. Okay, so then we go back down to the next empty box, which is enter your training page link. So once again, we come back to Leadsleep and we look for the training page. Okay, so this is the dummy training page I created. So your one will be just called the QuickStart Client Funnel Training page. And click on, we can copy. We'll just click on the button there, go back and paste that in there. And as it says, add email 1, because that is mentioned in the first email after the welcome email. And then we have it again up here in email 3. I think that's it. Alright, so what this is doing is in the email series there are several links and of course my name and my email address, or when you're watching this, depending on who sponsored you, who referred you to the funnel, it will have someone else's details in there. So you simply follow the instructions. The current value, like it's got my name, it's got my email address, and these are my Leadsleep page links. So we need to change them to yours. So what we're doing is we are personalizing the funnel, and in this case the email series, to you, so you get credit for it all. And then when people sign up, if they maybe, people don't always sign up right at the start. Sometimes it can take 5 or 6 emails before they take any steps, before they take any action. So what this is going to do is, if maybe they didn't do anything at the start, they didn't do anything on the first follow-up email, and it got right through to, say, the 5th one, the 5th email that we sent out, and they thought, oh well, maybe I'll do something. What will happen is that within Leadsleep, when you check your stats, you will see exactly where they came in from. Okay, so once you've entered all the stuff in the boxes, and that, I must say, if you miss any of these steps, what you are basically doing is leaving someone else's details in here, and that could mean losing a sign up, and of course it could mean you miss out on commission. So make sure you do this. It only takes a few minutes. Alright, we'll scroll back down to the bottom and we click on replace and import now. So remember, I've changed my name from Brian Rooney to Bruce George, and I've changed my email from Brian at Scorpio to Succeed with Brian. So I'll just show you what that does. Click on the replace and import now. And whammo, there are the 5 emails plus a welcome email. So let's open one up or a couple up, and we'll have a look. Okay, so this is the greeting. It says hello, and it basically is just that, a greeting. But down here, this is the next step. So this is the link, the first link that we changed. And if you click on here, that is the new URL. And you can see it changed the name from Brian Rooney to Bruce George, and also it changed my email address from Brian at Scorpio Marketing Group to Succeed with Brian. So as you can see, there are still a couple of things left here that we need to do manually, and you'll have to do this in each email. So obviously, first one is your photo, your mugshot. Obviously I can't change that for you. So the simple way to do that is to highlight it, then go into the image gallery, and you'll see all your images if you have any. If you already have a mugshot or whatever, just click on it and it will replace it. If you don't have a mugshot within Leadsleep, within the picture library, you need to click to upload a selfie, and it'll appear in this first spot, and then click on it and it will take you, and I'll just show you. I'll just find an old one. I'll just find something. Let's just say that was a photo. You click on that, click on OK, and as you can see, it's changed the photo to the bunny. So that's how you would change your photo and then resize it. I normally keep it at around 125 by 125. So that's the first thing you have to change, and you have to do that in each of the 6 emails. Okay, the welcome email and the 5 follow-up emails. The second thing you have to change, the email address would have changed automatically. If you have a brand name, like a business name, and a website, then you will need to change those. First of all, I'll assume that you haven't got either of those. So to do that, you simply highlight it and delete. Just like that. So then all it will show is your name, your photo, and your email address. Okay? If you don't want to use a photo for any reason, then obviously you would do the same thing. You would just highlight it and delete. Okay? Now, the last thing you have to do is, you can see down the bottom of each email, there is a little footer advertisement that I like to put in all my funnels because it gives you 2 bites of the cherry. You're promoting, obviously, the funnel, and then you are promoting something else. Now, obviously, this isn't going to be yours, so you need to either delete it completely, so just highlight it and hit delete on your computer, or you can change it to something else. You might want to leave that there, for example, and then find another link that you are associated with, another product or program that you're promoting, and just put a few wee words in there, like just a text ad with the destination URL as well. I do this quite often, and I know this works really, really good, because there are a lot of programs that I promote that I put only in as footer ads. I don't promote them anywhere else, and I keep getting sign up. So I do know these work. So obviously it's your choice. If you don't want anything down here at all, then just delete it completely. Okay. So remember, you're going to have to go through and do that. Remember to save the changes. Now, remember, you're going to have to go through and do that in all 5 or 6 emails. Now, if you remember back when we set up the list yesterday, there's a couple more things I just want to run past you. If we go back to the list manager and the QuickStart client funnel and click on settings, you may remember when we set this up, down here, the brand name logo, we put in the QuickStart client funnel, and I suggested you may want to use an image or whatever, or you may want to leave it blank, and I selected a nice blue color. So you can see that this is where it shows up, right here. So at the top of each email that goes out, you will see whatever you type in that box, that's what will appear at the top of the email. If you leave it blank, then obviously this will just look like a normal email. None of this at the top, this blue stuff, will be here. It will just look like a normal email. The reason I always put this in here is I just think it makes it look a bit more professional, and certainly non-spammy, all right, because they will recognize, people opening the email will recognize straight away because they would have just signed up to it. So that's why I put it in there. Okay, so I just want to explain that. Now, the last thing I want to explain to you, let's close that down, is yesterday when we set up I'll go back to it, in the page manager, we set up the lead capture page. lead capture page. Alright, so when we set up the QuickStart client funnel lead capture page, there was a step that I missed that is very, very important. So let's just open up the launch editor. Slow today. Okay, so what we need to do is on the top left hand side here, you can't quite see it in this screenshot, but the top here, number 2 is list. So you need to click on this and you need to hook it up. We're going to hook up your lead capture page to your list, so that as soon as someone puts their details into the lead capture page, the Sendsteed will automatically grab your email from that list and send out the first one. So the top radio button, use Sendsteed, yes, so click on that if it's not already clicked. Then we go to get list ID, and then you will find your whatever you entered in here, which should be the QuickStart client funnel. I've got 2. Obviously this is my main one, and this is the dummy one I created just for the purposes of the training video. So you'll only have one of these, so you would click on that particular one. This is the one we started for this funnel, so I'll click on that, 107058, goes into there, then you close it, and then you save it. So what we'll do now is what I always do when I've created a funnel and I've set it up is I test it, just to make sure that everything is working exactly the same way or the correct way that it should. So we can close that down. Okay, we don't need that anymore, so we can close that down. Now if we go to the lead capture page, don't worry about this. When you're looking at this video will be here. I've got them all set to private at the moment, because I've got a lot of YouTube followers and I don't want them jumping the gun before I go live. So you'll see something here. You'll see a video here when you're looking at this. In fact, you would have already seen it. So as I said, when I get a funnel finished, ready to go, I like to test it. So the easiest way to test it is to put my own name and email address in and see if I get everything correctly. So let's just put in, what did I put in before? I can't remember. Bruce George. So you put your name in there, and I'll put in one of my email addresses, Succeed with Brian, and then please send this funnel. Sorry, yes please, I need this funnel. So you click, when I click on the button, you get the verification notification. So we click on, we don't need that. I'll just pause this for a second. Okay, so here's the email that's come through to me straight away. The QuickStart client funnel, as you can see, it's nice and bright. I need to click on the link to confirm my email address. So we click on that. It'll tell me that we're all good, which is great. And then if I go back to, I'll just delete that. If I go back to my email address, I can delete that. There we go now. So straight away you get the first welcome email. Okay, you get this immediately, like it just kicks in within nanoseconds, and it goes through obviously just a welcome, a bit of a blurb there about getting started, and what to do next, and then a link to get you started. And I always check the links as well. It's a good idea to check this, the link. So if I click here, it should take me through to the getting you started page. Alright, the next steps, which obviously is joining Leads League and then joining all the various programs. Okay, so that's how you test it. And then obviously as over the next 5 days, when the next 5 emails hit my inbox, I click on the links again to make sure they go exactly where they should go, and that's how you test your funnel. Okay, so that's basically it. Your autoresponder is now 100% set up. Let's go back to it. We go back to the list manager. I'll just show you a couple of quick things here. So with the list, if I refresh that. Okay, so there's my funnel. You can see now I just put my name into the funnel, so it's showing there. It's got the date I joined and what page it come from. And then also what you can do is, if you, let me just show you something here. So if I come into the email series, and you can see I clicked on the link, I sent it the link because it went out automatically. I just clicked on it, and so it shows as one open, and I clicked on the link, so it records all these for you as well. And if I went into Page Manager, when I find next steps, let me go down to the lead capture page first. So this is where you see your stats. Obviously I was in this previously, but I've just gone in again, so which is why it shows there's been two clicks and only one's unique, so which is me, because I went in there twice. Okay, so you can see your stats. Now what will happen is once you get several clicks, you will see in here where those people are coming from, whether it's the original email or whether it's email 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Okay, so it just gives you a bit of a heads up of what's working and what's not within your system. So okay, so that's basically it for this email. I don't think there's anything else I have to tell you. Your emails are set up. Now when you are watching this video, there quite possibly could be 1 or 2 more emails than this. These are the original ones I wanted to send out, but I may add some more. So by the time you see this, there may be 6 or 7 or 8 emails in here. Okay, so that's basically it. Just remember that you need to change everything when you put the share code in to upload the emails, that you change all the links to your links as the system asks you to. And then you need to go into each of these individually. Just click on the little notepad here with the pencil, click on each of these, and remember to, those links will all change, they'll all change automatically, but you need to change your photo and the details down here. And if you want an ad, a footer ad or not, you need to change that, or if you don't want it, just delete it. You may not have, I don't know your experience, you may not be an affiliate for any other program, in which case you would simply just highlight it and delete it, and then of course down the bottom save. Okay, alrighty, so that's it for this video. I shall see you in the next one. You have a great day. See ya.